6 furlongs. Ready to go on Black-Eyed Susan Day. And they're off. Tax and Tags. Very sharp start today, going right to the front with speed. Isaiah 53 is on the hard chase early. Then to the outside, moving to third position is Hit Zero, followed by Goodman Dan, who is shuffled back and passed by JC's Boys. Then it's back to Regency Tail. Dr. Buzzy to the back of the pack early, and Bold Fact is the trailer. Heading past that half-mile pole, Tax and Tags is the leader by a neck. Hit Zero, pressuring from the outside as they round the far turn with Isaiah 53 traveling in third position with 3 furlongs left to go as they round that far turn. And then under pressure is Goodman Dan. In the meantime, JC's Boys trying to move up from third position and driven. They race to the top of the stretch. Tax and Tags and Hit Zero head-to-head for the lead. JC's Boys looking to circle that pair out 3 or 4 deep of the track. They're in upper stretch now. Just in behind them is Isaiah 53. Then Regency Tail is coming on late for a share, followed by Bold Fact in between horses. It's JC's Boys at the 16th pole with Regency Taylor on the outside, and on the inside surging, here comes Bold Fact. Bold Fact up on the inside to win. Bold Fact, JC's Boys, Regency Tail, Tax and Tags fourth. Minute 12.67. First official. The second race, exacta trifecta, superfecta. Double, pick 3, pick 4, 5.5 turf, the Dahlia course, rail 52 feet, second finish line. 1 Parks. Jockey Jeve on Toledo, 1 over. Scratch number 6, Jigger. Just about set. Second wire finish. And they're off. Kahutek flying out of there. Furmantown sent up with early Zip as well, and Built by Kozan is coming to join the speed party. And Tankness is right there, quick on the scene. Tankness right there, moving along to third position. Kahutek shuffle back a bit in fourth. Without Borders is next. Benny Havens is in between rivals, charging into the far turn run. Cloudy Boy is about 3 wide into the turn, followed by Parks racing back up the pack early, and back to Great Havens second to last, and Boastfully Irish is the trailer, and is Built by Kozan turning for home. Built by Kozan from Furmantown. Big Tankness on the outside is set down with a 1/4 mile left to go. Followed by Kahutek is fourth and angling off the inside. Great Havens, great run down to the inside. Followed by Without Borders at an even clip with a furlong left to go. Suddenly wide open. Furmantown. Furmantown punching to the lead. Big Tankness on the far outside. Parks is rolling. Here comes Parks. Parks with a very late run to the outside. Big Tankness just in front. Big Tankness. And Furmantown and Parks on the far outside late. Britain, Maryland by Jagger Incorporated. 4-year-old Doc Bear Brown gelding by Uncle Lino. Neva's Gal by Gio Ponte. Lino. Neva's Gal by Gio Ponte. Is presented by Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance. Scratch number 3, Lonesome Road. Exacta Try, Super, Double, pick 3, pick 5. 50 said pick 5, races 3 through 7. 23 minutes to the third. And they're off. Good start for the inside runners. Van Scholars and Derby-ness quickly joined by Hit the Road Jack, and Mallorca is chiming in on the far outside, about 4 deep to that first turn run. Derby-ness will take back off for speed now. Surfside Moon and Statesman trailing the field as Statesman is last, some 10 lengths off the pace. So past the 7/8 pole they go. Heated up pace up front there. Van Scholars, Hit the Road Jack, and Mallorca on the far outside. So 3 of them right across the track. Derby-ness quite content to settle in 4th position as they move now with 6 furlongs left to go. It's another 2 back at its Surfside Moon, second to last, and Statesman is trailing the field, has 15 to make up. Opening quarter was quick, 23 and 3 as they head over the far turn run. A quick pace out there. It is Hit the Road Jack now going on with it. On the inside, right alongside the press is Mallorca. Derby-ness is on the move. Van Scholars backed off a little bit, another 2 back. Surfside Moon trying to get a little closer now. Surfside Moon just going past the tired Van Scholars. And Statesman has a lot to do at this point through 47 and change half mile, 47 and 2. 3 furlongs left to go. And a battle continues up front. Mallorca. Now here comes Derby-ness with a 3 wide bid and Hit the Road Jack down to the inside. Continues but under pressure. It's 3 back. Surfside Moon is in 4th. Statesman still a good 9 from the front. They race to the top of the stretch. And it is Mallorca. Mallorca has some staying power. Mallorca opening up 3 lengths on Derby-ness in second, and Surfside Moon in the far outside in third. A furlong left to go. Mallorca and Martin Chawan. Mallorca leading the way. 3 lengths in front as they're close to home. Mallorca took all that pressure, and Mallorca's got some stamina to win by 3. Derby-ness was second as Surfside Moon. And then Hit the Road Jack. Board for Rising Sun Racing Stables Incorporated. Trainer Danny Eubanks. Bred in Kentucky by Castleton Lions and Kilboyus. 4th race next, presented by Pepsi. Scratch 6 Transactional Guy in the 8 Barzini. 5.5 on the turf, all along course rail at 0, going to the second wire. And a workout for number 3, Boss Is a Pal. Here at Laurel Park, May 13th, 3 furlongs, 39 and 1 breezing. Second finish line, sprinting 5.5. And they're off. Boss Is a Pal. Right to the front. Tough workout as usual. Early zip. Noah Chances right there too. And Talented Man on the outside in the blue cap. And far outside here comes Talented Man. Talented Man's up to grab the lead from Tough Workout, charging for the turn. Noah Chances in third. Boss Is a Pal taken back in 4th position. And here's Noble John in 5th, up close, only 4 lengths on the pace. Turbulent Force Hunter Joe is next, who is now passed by Catahoula Moon 3 deep around the far turn run. And Point Liam trailing the field. Talented Man targeted by Noah Chance from the outside as they reach the top of the stretch and turn for home. It is Talented Man showing the way. Talented Man, Noah Chance is set down up to even terms, and then it's Boss Is a Pal trying to level off from 3rd position, and Tough Workout is in 4th on the inside. Turbulent Force is 5th. They have 1 furlong to go to the second wire, and Noah Chance is taken over. Noah Chance steaming away, opening up 3-4 lengths. Noah Chance, Talented Man, and then Boss Is a Pal and Hunter Joe ran on for 4th. Maria by In Summation, bred in Maryland by Maria M. Hare. In a minute, 2.38 seconds. Official. Pick 3, $42, 57, 11, $3 try, $192.90. Up next, the fifth race, number 4, Really Ready, 1 over. 13, Red Seas, a first-time gelding. Scratch 14, Fortune Hill, and the 16, Start Tappin'. The 15 runs, Golden Descent. Fifth race is the Vince Jimbo Bershali Memorial. Today's fourth race, second finish on the turf. And they're off. Last away, Gorilla Magic. Scrambles for the early lead as Cooner has early zip, and Cooner just in front from Country Bumpkin racing on the inside. Typhoon Coon in between horses racing in third position as they head over the far turn run. Also on the outside we have Chimney Sweep, who's about a length and a half from the front. Chimney Sweep now actually up to contest the pace. Now Country Bumpkin secures the inside position as Cooner drifted off a bit in that rail. Country Bumpkin now on the inside to prompt the issue as they head midway on the turn as Hard Stance racing third. Right there, 3 across the track. And then to the outside is Chimney Sweep back in fourth position. Typhoon Coon is next in fifth as they turn in. Garage Beers is next in sixth, followed by Long Straw. After that, the center of the track is Golden Descent with about Typhoon Coon on seat of the jockey, affecting Long Straw. Also lost the rider. Golden Descent breaks away with the lead, and Bar is closing on the outside. Golden Descent from Bar, and it's going to be close third there. Looks like Chimney Sweep was in the photo with Golf Cart Rider. And 12 for the dollar superfecta. Fifth race is the Vince Jimbo Bershali Memorial. Joining us for the trophy presentation, Golden Descent. $445.05. Sixth race is the 11th running of the Sergeant Reckless Memorial Race. 1 mile on the turf. Scratch 8, Daring Grace, 9, Resort, and the 11, Nixie. Exacta trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3, pick 4. Settling in, lined up, and they're off. Too Cool for School. Too Cool for School from Hey Grace Brennan with early zip, and La Davita stoking up speed on the outside. Will try to take back a little bit as they push onto that turn run. So around that turn they go. The pace is heating up early. Too Cool for School with a narrow lead. Right there is Hey Grace Brennan in second. La Davita rating back in third position. And then it is American Tappet in fourth. Raisin Weekend is next in fifth. And on the outside is Sota Summers. Sota Summers a good 8 or 9 lengths off of speed, but well relaxed. About 3 or 4 path on the course. Gum is second to last, and trailing the field, Kimmy Got Glasses. About a dozen of 13 lengths will cover them. Pace is quick. 23 seconds of the opening quarter mile. Too Cool for School at a quick pace heading on for the far turn run. Too Cool for School on the inside. Hey Grace Brennan. In the meantime, American Tappet is right there in looming as they round the far turn run. It's Too Cool for School. American Tappet second. Hey Grace Brennan is in third. And then it's Raisin Weekend in fourth. Soda Summer starts a rally 3 wide of the track. They're followed by La Davita. Here is Gum, who's still got 10 lengths to make up. It's starting to move well 3 wide. And trailing the field is Kimmy Got Glasses. The half is 47 and 2/5 of a second, so it's been a quick pace as they turn for home. Into the stretch, it's Too Cool for School. And American Tappet, they're really getting away. Too Cool for School. Too Cool for School. Very tough today on the lead. Too Cool for School and Luis Saez with a 16th of a mile left to go. American Tappet trying to reach and make it very close. American Tappet. American Tappet levels off to win from Too Cool for School. Then it was Gum third, followed by Sota Summers. trainer bred in Kentucky by Agri Farm. 3-year-old bay filly by American Tappet. Exacta again $81. Dollar trifecta $94.80. Dollar superfecta $198. Double of 15 and 1, $2 double $71.60. Pig 3 $87.95. And they're off. Sharp start there for King Size. King Size and Wine Collector from the rail showing early foot as they push out of the turn run. Here's Frosty the Giant bearing out a bit around that turn. It's about the 3-path and now trying to settle right off that pace. Sky's Not Falling racing fourth on the inside. Naptown had a sharp start on the outside, about 2 lengths. 3 lengths off that lead as they move for the backstretch run, and then it's back to Prime to go. Alongside of that one is Sardis. After Sardis, we have Hold Out, Cadeau d'Argent. Wow, what a party. Noted is racing second to last position, and McCullough is last of them all. Racing on for the far turn run, and it's King Size going forward up front. King Size with a 5-length advantage. Frosty the Giant is next. Then to the inside, Wine Collector working harder, and here's Naptown on the move. Naptown takes aim at King Size into the far turn run, so it's King Size by 3. Naptown is bridging the gap from the second spot. Then to the outside, here is Sky's Not Falling, also revving up all around. Sky's Not Falling with a quick burst right on the scene, 2.5 lengths on the front. And they are followed by Hold Out and Sardis, and McCullough has gained ground for the back of the pack. They make the turn for home. 3 across the course, and it's King Size stubbornly hanging on under a drive. Naptown is in between horses, trying to surge onto a narrow lead. Right there, too, is Sky's Not Falling. Sky's Not Falling lingering third. On the far outside is Hold Out on for a share. It is King Size. King Size, ever tenacious. King Size from Naptown. King Size, Naptown. Then Hold Out third, and Sky's Not Falling. Minute 34.61. Course 1 mile. Dollars 40-30, dollar trifecta. $1 superfecta, 151.40. Double $33.20, 1/8. Pick 3 40.60, pick 4 214.30, pick 5 $2,204.80. 8th race, scratch the 6 Late Night Text, scratch 7 Victory Music. Tyler Gaffleon now on number 4, getting closer to the 8th race. The Miss Preakness Stakes, presented by Visit Baltimore. Filly's off and running in the Miss Preakness Stakes. Very fast out of there, is getting closer, and here's Little Miss Curlin zipping up on the inside to show some speed, and Lights Out Lenny's right there in the early mix, so it's Little Miss Curlin, Lights Out Lenny. On the outside is Tesselade in third, getting closer, backs off a bit from 4th position. There's a charge for the far turn run, and Peach Tie is last of them all, some 6 to 7 from the pacemakers. Into the far turn, Little Miss Curlin ahead in front, Lights Out Lenny on the outside, testing her every step of the way, as now Tesselade is in third. Here followed by Getting Closer is dropped to the back of the pack, and Peach Tie. The opening quarter extremely sharp. 22 seconds flat. They reach the top of the stretch. 3 across the track. The hot pace continues. Little Miss Curlin, Lights Out Lenny in a battle in between horses. In the meantime, Tessellate loves that and sweeps up on the outside after a half mile in 46 seconds. They're into the stretch, about a furlong left to go. Extreme outside. Peach Tie is picking up late too. Peach Tie has moved third and now second. Here comes Peach Tie. Peach Tie on the outside, revving up. Peach Tie for the back of the pack, and Sheldon Russell in a big win in the Miss Preakness Stakes. Peach Tie. She does it for the back to win by 2. Tessellate was second. Little Miss Curlin third. Lights Out Lenny fourth. in Kentucky by Burton C. Jones. Running time, minute 11.87. In the Miss Preakness Stakes. And they're off at the Hilltop Stakes. Good beginning for Ultimate Love, who'll settle early. And Susie, here goes Coach Missoula. With her early speed, Coach Missoula just in front from Susie. Unmistaken on the outside, Ultimate Love. Take it back to fourth position, only 3 or 4 lengths off of speed into the turn run. Rat Pack racing second to last position, and Use Me is trailing the field. Only 7 lengths will cover them, and Coach Missoula is in charge and will slow it up under Jevion Toledo. Leads it by about a length from Susie, who's second. Ultimate Love rating hold in third position. Unmistaken on the outside in the clear. It's another 2 lengths back, and it's Brat Pack, and trailing the field still Use Me. Racing in the backstretch run, about 5 furlongs left to go. Coach Missoula. No fractions posted yet, but it looks like Coach Missoula is just ambling right along. Leading the way, half mile out. Leads Susie second. On the inside, Ultimate Love is racing third position. Unmistaken is in fourth. Back to Brat Pack, and Use Me is last of them all, still heading into the far turn. No change really. Coach Missoula in charge and tries to kick away from them right now with 3 furlongs left to run. Coach Missoula, length and a half from Susie on the hard chase, and it's Ultimate Love down to the inside. Ultimate Love's got run to the inside now, angling to the far outside, but tell 6 to make up, and Coach Missoula's in front, popping away to a 3-length lead. Second, Susie, who's charging on the inside. Brat Pack is revving up too. Here comes Brat Pack up on the inside. They're all chasing Coach Missoula, who's very tired but slowed the fractions down. On the outside, Ultimate Love is trying to time it just right, and the line is there. There it is, Coach Missoula. Coach Missoula from Ultimate Love. Pace run from Jevion Toledo. Coach Missoula. Photo finish, though. Pick 5, $2,000. Dollar Super Effect at $312.70. Next, the 10th race, the Hilaire DuPont Distaff Stakes, presented by Kaiser Permanente. 10th race, scratch 7, Waveless, and the 8-hour Daydreaming Girl. 25 minutes to the 10th. And they're off in the Hilaire DuPont Distaff Stakes. Late Night Call has to kick early. Low Country Magic early speed, and Queen Azteca away in good order on the outside is third into the first turn run. Margie's Intention well settled in hand, racing second last position, trying to rate along in the early stages of the race. And Complexity Jane now finds herself last of the group, only 6 lengths from the front runner, as Tyler Gaffleon and Low Country Magic lead the way. Almost 2 lengths in front from Late Night Call and Queen Azteca out of the clear in third position. Margie's Intention tracks intently in fourth position, just 3 lengths on the front, and Complexity Jane is trailing the field. Pace is slow up front, so Late Night Call going to try to quicken up. Low Country Magic kicks back once again to a narrow lead. Queen Azteca right off that pair from third position. Margie's Intention is fourth with about 5 lengths to make up at this point, and Complexity Jane still at the back. Not much change at all. Low Country Magic leading the way. Low Country Magic from Late Night Call by a length, 4 furlongs out from the Laurel line. Queen Azteca is in third. Here's Margie's Intention. Ask the question from fourth position around the far turn run. Margie's Intention still fourth as they round the turn with 3 furlongs left. Complexity Jane has to pick it up. And so it's Low Country Magic kicking away from Late Night Call. Third is Queen Azteca. Margie's Intention with some confidence coming on the outside moves third position, but Low Country Magic has slowed it down and turns for home with a lead and tries to kick away. Opens up a 3-length advantage with 3/16 left to run. On the outside, Margie's Intention. She's trying to reach. She's coming now. Margie's Intention at Low Country Magic past the furlong pole. Nose to nose for the lead. Margie's Intention. Low Country Magic, but she couldn't hold off. Margie's Intention beating Low Country Magic and getting by to win by 2. Low Country Magic was second. Late Night Call, and then it was Queen Azteca. Did it 52.26. $352 double, $9.40. You love the 2-day all stakes pick 5. 2-day all stakes pick 5. Starts with race 11. More information at the program stands. Play the 2-day all stakes pick 5. That will kick off with the very 1 stakes. 24 minutes to post time. Race 11. Second finish line. And they're off in the very 1 stakes. Sunna sure is fast, and she's going right to the lead. Sunna sprints away to a 2-length advantage early from Laurel in second, and Lost and Found third on the inside. Try to rate along right off of Sunna. Struts her stuff racing along in fourth. Saturday Flirt is in between horses heading for the far turn run. And then it is Malibu Hooch who's racing about 3 wider on the turn. A Sporting Lady racing to the back of the pack. And Somnium is last of them all, 9 lengths from the speed of Sunna. Sunna from Laurel. Sunna by a length from Laurel. Malibu Hooch on the outside moves up in third position, and Lost and Found just waiting for a bit of racing room. Has an opening there on the inside, it appears, if good enough, and Struts her stuff, tries to rally. Saturday Flirt is in between horses, 3/16 left to run. Second wire finish, and Sunna is set down. Sunna is the leader. Sunna here comes on the outside as Somnium is storming home. Somnium on the outside. Sunna, Somnium on the outside. Sunna, Somnium outside. Somnium, and in between horses, Saturday Flirt right there to the second wire finish. It is Sunna. Minute 1:84 running time. And they're off in the Pimlico Special. Good break for Awesome Aaron. Navajo Warrior has zip on the inside. Navajo Warrior out to take the lead early. Navajo Warrior from Awesome Aaron. Yo Daddy on the outside. The gray is Duke of Duval, who's in between horses to the first turn run. As they round that turn, San Siro will settle only about 3 lengths off the pacemaker. And second to last position back there, we have McLean's Rook, and on the inside is Excellent Start. Only about 7 lengths from front to back, so the pace is slow enough for Navajo Warrior. Navajo Warrior, Awesome Aaron tracks. Just 3/4 of a length behind in second. Yo Daddy third on the outside. The inside is San Siro, mid-flight. They're followed by Duke of Duval. The Grays drop some 5 lengths off the pace. And back to McLean's Rook to the back of the pack. A late running Excellent Start at that tail of the field. The opening quarter, 24 3/5 of a second. As Navajo Warrior leads the way. Awesome Aaron keeping tabs on the outside. Just a neck behind in second. Yo Daddy is third, called on for a little more run. San Siro riding the rail from fourth. Duke of Duval is in fifth. And back to McLean's Rook, who has a lot of work to do at this point. An Excellent Start trailing on the inside. Heading into the fire turn, Navajo Warrior down to the inside, holding that lead narrowly. Awesome Aaron's asked the question on the outside to get by Yo Daddy. Here comes McLean's Rook with a 3-4 wide bid. McLean's Rook running huge on the outside. Here comes McLean's Rook with a 4 wide sweep. Then San Siro at the rail. Just in behind that group is Duke of Duval. They race to the top of the stretch with a 1/4 of a mile left to go in the Pimlico Special at Laurel Park. It's Navajo Warrior leading the way. McLean's Rook trying to sustain the momentum on the outside. San Siro is third. Coming to the last furlong. Moving to fourth is Duke of Duval, but plenty to do. Navajo Warrior and Flavian Pratt slow down the pace. They've got something left. A 3-length lead from McLean's Rook, who's charging second, but second best to Navajo Warrior in the Pimlico Special all the way. McLean's Rook was second, San Siro third, then Duke of Duval, an Excellent Start. Minute 56.61. Official. Timothy Pinch, trained by Safi Joseph. 5-year-old Dark Bear Brown gelding by Candy Ride at the Stormcat Mare Crosswinds, bred in Kentucky. Pimlico Special presented by Bullet Bourbon. Now official. Fillies in line. And they're off of the Georgie Mitchell Black-Eyed Susan Stakes. Savor It. Jumping the Gun has early speed, and My Miss Mo is flying up from the far outside, trying to get position into the first turn, hung about 4 wide. Miss Fulton Gal is next up close and fourth at the rail as they round that first turn. Holly's Holiday well settled about 5 lengths off of speed. AP's Girl is right alongside of her. Breakin' Papa is to the back of the pack today, with Ivy Girl racing on the inside. Breakin' Papa now second to last, and trailing the field is Majestic Lucia. About 10 to 11 lengths will cover the field. Savor It sets the tempo. Half in front from My Miss Mo in second, and Miss Fulton Gal riding the inside in third. Jumping the Gun is racing in fourth position, another 2. Holly's Holiday. AP's Girl trying to work up on the outside in the clear. Ivy Girl follows her. Breakin' Papa racing second last at this point, and Majestic Lucia trails the field. The opening quarter was 24 seconds flat as they head off at the far turn run. Savor It leads the way still from My Miss Mo by about 3/parts of a length, and Miss Fulton Gal trying to work there on the inside. Holly's Holiday's called on for some run. Jumping the Gun right there in the second flight chase after a 49-second half mile, and they round that far turn. And so it is Savor It, narrow lead. My Miss Mo coming at her, and Jumping the Gun out there 3 wide. And here comes AP's Girl, revving up. AP's Girl spying that trio. Miss Fulton Gal is racing on the inside, trying to move through between horses. 2 is Holly's Holiday, suddenly wide open at the top of the stretch. They make the turn for home, and it is My Miss Mo desperately hanging on to the lead, drifting a bit off the inside. In the meantime, Jumping the Gun gun right there to attack. An 8-piece girl is racing in third as they come to the final furlong. Majestic Lucia is fourth. It's My Miss Toe. She's ever so determined. My Miss Mo. My Miss Mo turning back, jumping the gun. My Miss Mo bounding home under Tyler Gaffleon to win the Georgie Mitchell Black-Eyed Susan Stakes by 2. Jumping the gun was second. 8-piece girl was third, and Majestic Lucia finished fourth. It followed by Miss Fulton Gal.
This huge effort from her today. What made the difference?
You know, she broke really alertly. We had a great outside post today. We were able to just kind of let her dictate things, and she was so comfortable. As soon as that horse came to me, I asked her, and she...
Quality Road, bred in Florida by Valerie Mastromonaco, Tristan Demerick, and Uncle Mo Syndicate. My Miss Mo. In the Georgie Mitchell Black-Eyed Susan Stakes, running time. In line. And they're off. Make It Quick sent hard for the early lead. A Street Party away in good order, so too Bala de Plata. And here is Tardable, about 3 lengths from the speed early. Close the gate to the back of the pack, racing about 3-4 path down the backstretch run to the main portion of the track, and No More Calls is trailing the field. Tempo set by Bala de Plata looks solid out there, 3/4 of a length in front from Make It Quick second. Tardable tracks the speed from third position. Close the Gate is racing in fourth. Street Party is fifth, 5.5 lengths off the pacemaker, and No More Calls has to pick up from the back of the pack. The opening quarter was sharp enough, 23-3. So Bala de Plata bulleting right along. Bala de Plata leads it, and here is Tardable making a move to second as Make It Quick is third on the inside, and Close the Gate is closing it on the outside. Close the Gate moves up into third position. Street Party still 5 lengths from the speed, and No More Calls tries to gather some momentum on the inside. They have 3 furlongs left to run. Close the Gate, Bala de Plata, and Tardable, 3 of them line up across the track. Street Party is fourth on the far outside. No More Calls is steered very wide into the stretch, and there is a 1/4 mile to go to the second finish line. Close the Gate in front from Tardable is driven on the inside. Close the Gate from Tardable, who's still coming back for more. Tardable down to the inside, trying ever so hard. Close the Gate, narrow lead, and here's No More Calls trying to pick them both up on the far outside. No More Calls closing on the outside. No More Calls, a 16th of a mile left to go. Close the Gate, Tardable third on the inside. Photo finish, second wire. Second finish is here. No More Calls got it from Close the Gate and Tardable. Minute 39.51. $2 exacta, $116.20, trifecta, $119.40. $1 superfecta, $313.30. Pick 3, $120.90. Pick 4, $363.85.